This demonstration will show WordPress bloggers how to add featured image support to their existing WordPress theme. WordPress 3.0 supports featured images, but many of the older free themes online don't yet support this hook and function in WordPress. It is very easy to add the featured image to your existing WordPress theme, and involves just cutting and pasting one line of code. Once you add that line of code, you can then very simply place the image where you want on your single.php or your index.php so that your featured image will appear on all your posts. To show you this, I created a sandbox example of my website, dragonblogger.com, and I have the homepage set to show the excerpts for each post. So you can see here, I just have a basic post title and then the summary excerpt for each post. What I'm going to do is add featured image support for this theme, and then I'm going to show you how to embed it in your index.php so that the featured image will always show next to your post on the left. The first thing I'm going to do is go to your theme editor, and you could do this via FTP and editing the file or through the WordPress theme editor. You want to edit your theme file called functions.php. This will be your theme functions file, and every theme has a functions.php. It'll be called functions.php, also known as theme functions. So edit your functions.php file, and then anywhere in the file, but I would put it right under the opening PHP tag, you're going to want to put the following line. The following line is going to be add underscore theme underscore support parentheses, space, single quote, post dash thumbnail, single quote, space, end parentheses, and semicolon. This one line will now add the set featured image functionality to your post editor. Click Update File. Now you'll see before there was no such thing as set featured image inside the post editor. But if I refresh the post editor, you'll now see a new option for set featured image. Now that the set featured image shows up in your post editor, you could set a featured image for a post. Just click on set featured image, select the image you want to find, upload it. Make sure you select thumbnail as the size, or if it's already small enough to be a thumbnail size, you could say full size. Click as used featured image, then save changes. You'll now see your featured image for the post. But just setting that doesn't mean it's being called anywhere. So even though I've set a featured image for a post, that doesn't mean that that image will be called anywhere. So now I'll show you how to add the code into the index.php or single.php to call that featured image for your posts. You're going to want to go into your index.php file or your main index.php. Then you're going to want to find the place where it shows the excerpt is being displayed. So search through your PHP code, and here you'll see it's doing the title, the author, post entry, and then over here you'll see the post the excerpt. So this is where it's actually displaying the text excerpt for the post. You're going to want to place your featured image or your thumbnail somewhere around here, either to the left or to the right, depending on how you want the layout to look. For the case of this test, I'm going to put the image to the left of the post and show you what it looks like. Simply put the following code before the image. It's PHP the underscore post underscore thumbnail, open close parentheses, semicolon, space, and then the close PHP tags right before the excerpt, and this will place the image before the excerpt. Something to know about this is there are some additional options you could put, such as specifically setting the width and the height of the image, which can help you make sure your thumbnail image or your featured image will always be a certain width and a certain height so it can fit properly into your post space. But that gets into more detailed theme customization and CSS and editing. So for the simplistic sake here, I'm just going to put the generic, the post thumbnail, no options, put it before the excerpt, and show you how it looks. We're going to click Update File once we have the code implemented in there, and then we're going to go take a look at the home page of our dev blog. Now you're going to see it put the featured image there, but obviously it isn't wrapping the text around the image, and then we have the retweet button, which we may want to get rid of or move somewhere else. So we're going to have to add some CSS tags and some styles to make the text go to the right of the image, possibly put a nice little border or frame around it. So I'm just going to show you just a little bit of some text and some cleanup on how it can look when you put some CSS styling in front of that thumbnail image. Now, I'm not a very good CSS programmer, but with some basic styling tags, putting padding at the top, padding at the right, float the image left, add a border, let's say a white border, and then save that before the thumbnail, then you can go back and you could see here that I've added a white border around it. I've added a 10 pixel padding so that the text doesn't go right up against the image, and I've padded the image so that it comes down 10 pixels from the top of the post content area. So with some simple div tags and some styling, you can actually customize the layout of how you want the thumbnail image to look and how you want the text to appear around the image, whether you want to wrap around, whether you want it to perfectly vertically align with the top, etc. This is a simple tutorial on how you can add a featured image into your WordPress theme, as well as calling that featured image on your index.php or single.php so that you can leverage the WordPress 3.0 featured image support with any older theme that doesn't yet have that feature in it. Thank you for watching.